And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's good for our Browns. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that one. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joe Schobert, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Shift. Hey, alert 33.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 36, Mayfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Mayfield now. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They'll give it to Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it, and that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
57's left. Rip left, rip left. Check 52. Watch twist. Watch twist. Kill, kill, kill. Check that time.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. There he goes, right side. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Christian Kirksey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's get the 34. He's coming.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 27, Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And he whips that one incomplete there. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rosen to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On third down, Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. A toss play to Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 23-yard run. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack?
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. He's got daylight. The 20, 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.